Right, to the other morning's big news, and this is for F1. Liam Lawson has secured a spot on the 2026 grid, staying with Racing Bulls as part of the wider shake-up of the Red Bull racing team. With new driver lineups now locked in, could this be a turning point for Lawson? Alex Powell is Herald F1 journalist and joins us this morning. Alex, good morning.
Morning, Ron.
And good news.
Very good news. Basically, it's what we've been waiting for a while now. We'd had it sort of earlier in the year that Liam was looking likely to stay at Racing Bulls, but of course there was always the factor of Yuki Tsunoda lurking in the background and his relationship with Red Bull. But I think common sense has ultimately prevailed, and we've got a Kiwi on the grid next year as well.
Which is fantastic. What about the whole, the being dropped? Massive emotional toll, I imagine, on him, and yet they have praised his professionalism throughout this. How much do you think that sort of steel has been a factor?
I think Liam's been very open all season with the fact that he didn't feel like the dropping affected him, that there was always more being made out of it than it actually was. The issue was that results weren't there to start with, but from about Austria, the Austrian Grand Prix earlier this year, we have actually seen the Liam Lawson that Red Bull backed in the first place. They've always had such high reps on him because he is such a confident driver. He was compared to Max Verstappen early on, and that's why they promoted him when they did. So I think giving him a whole year next year, settled in the same team he knows, the team he's been with for a couple of years now, will actually be the best thing for him.
Who's this rookie that'll be joining him?
So his name's Arvid Lindblad. He has been identified very early on by Red Bull as the sort of next Max Verstappen. There is such huge clamour from all 10 teams to find that next world champion, get them in there young. You saw Mercedes do that this year with Kimi Antonelli, and he struggled early on, but he's starting to find it now. So throwing a teenager into your team is actually starting to become a bit of a play for these guys now.
So there's one more race this year, and then we're into the next season. What has he got to do next season? What should be the goal? What's he got to prove?
It's interesting. This is now the question that Red Bull will have to ask themselves about Liam Lawson, is that being with Racing Bulls as a junior team, if he isn't competing for a seat in that senior team, how much value does he actually have? Now, you mentioned Arvid Lindblad there, and from what I understand and the people I've been talking to, Red Bull wants Liam to be a kind of mentor figure. We saw him do that with Isaac Hadjar this year. Isaac Hadjar was promoted into the Red Bull senior team this morning. So I think next year he more or less just has to try and keep himself on the grid. Red Bull are so ruthless in how they decide their drivers and hand out contracts. So if Liam can do anywhere near what he's done this year, I think he'll be fine.
Fantastic. Alex, good to have you on the show as always. As I say, we were expecting it, but it's great news for Liam and for New Zealand, actually, to be on that starting grid next year. Alex Powell, the Herald's F1 journalist.